Nothing that we deal with is predictable.
It's a job that never sleeps, always requiring someone to be on call, even in the dead of night.
I like being able to be with my family through the late afternoon into the evening, and I enjoy it.
We have lots of officers that are married, have children, attend their kids' baseball games, to attend family functions, may lose a little bit of sleep over it.
Sergeant Gerard and Officer Rumry work for two different departments. One thing both officers have in common is working third shift, starting their workday at 10:30 at night and going until 7:30 in the morning.
It can get quite busy. Some nights it's not so busy. It would depend. It depends on the day of the week and what's going on in town.
Both departments start their workday with a quick briefing, making sure all officers know what beat or area they will be covering for the night, whether it's first, second, or third shift. One thing's for sure, the calls and crime that happen don't discriminate depending on the clock.
341 Davie Street for a possible 2 shots fired, then a car sped off.
Any situation can escalate and become dangerous.
Please stay in the car if you would, please.
And to ensure the officer's safety and the safety of the public, police keep in constant communication through their radios and their earpiece, always there to call for backup if needed.
And while the basic training is the same, police that work the overnight shift face some different challenges.
At nighttime, most of the businesses that are open are usually like the nightclubs or bars. So if we're going to deal with it, then it usually happens at one of those locations.
Officer duties are different on each side of the river as those businesses start closing.
We're going to start when we get onto the bar close and see if anything happens down there. Hopefully not.
Davenport has officers designated for bar close.
We'd rather deal with being there and getting them safe to the car than have to go down there and respond to something that got out of hand.
In East Moline, rounds are made.
If we happen to know there's a special event going on at a bar, we may pay more particular attention to that. Otherwise, it is very difficult to predict. With it being dark out has an advantage and disadvantage.
Officers rely heavily on their flashlights and spotlights, and while overnight temperatures are low, officers have their windows down, constantly listening.
Noise kind of travels better at night, so we have to be a lot more quiet sometimes.
At any given time, officers can get called out to any type of call. During my ride-along in East Moline, police searched a car after the driver was caught speeding and swerving. Officer Rumry searched the vehicle, making sure the driver didn't have anything illegal and making sure the driver wasn't under the influence, something they often see on third shift.
When he saw me, he whipped up on 7th Street and flew back in here.
We deal with alcohol-fueled problems, bar fights, driving under the influence.
And if you think those overnight hours can get lonely, meet 9-year-old Kona, a Belgian Malinois, working alongside Sergeant Gerard, also on call whenever help is needed.
She's trained in article recovery, tracking, apprehension, narcotics detection.
Whether it's during the normal workday or the odd hours of the night, police officers put their uniforms on at all hours, ready to respond to any call, every day, always there, ready to serve, to save, and to protect. Alice Kang, Local 4 News.